Hello everyone, I'm Josh, and I've amassed the finest minds at What Culture Gaming, or at least the finest minds that could get up to Newcastle on short-term notice to take part in my Final Fantasy VII quiz. Now, the rules are extremely simple. We have 3 contestants, Scott Tailford, Cy White, and Joe Johnston, who are going to be answering 10 questions in round 1. The 2 people who score the highest will move into the final round, where they answer 15 questions each, and we can crown a winner. First up is Scott Tailford. How are you feeling? You are Bookie's favourite for this one.
I like that. I'm a big fan of both Booker T and Booker from Bioshock, so I will take that. And if there's one thing I know inside out, it's Final Fantasy, or at least I think at this point in time.
Well, I should clarify before we get into it that it is Final Fantasy VII, but that includes everything Final Fantasy VII related. We've got the spin-offs, we've got the mobile games, we've got the movies, we've got everything you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got the remakes. Are you ready?
I am. I hope there's a question about the Spheres.
Well, we'll see. Maybe. Spoilers, there isn't. But, you can't get everything you want.
No one remembers the Spheres.
Right, no time limit for this round, but I will be going on a gut feeling. You can't take 5 minutes, so if we are ready, let's go with question 1. Right, round 1.
Okay.
Scott Tailford, who is the first character to speak in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
I think it's Barrett Wallace.
You are fully correct.
Oh,
he
thank
says,
the Lord.
Get down here, Merc.
Yeah.
Question 2. Speaking of Barrett, he has a tattoo of what on his left shoulder?
Oh, it's like a heart with wings or fire? I can't get more specific. I could...
Close. I need... You're on the right lines with fire, but I need something else. It's fire and...
Oh, fire and guns.
It's a flaming skull. You're really close, though. Really
it's
close.
1997, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, in the remake as well.
I know, but that's what it came from.
Question 3. At which gaming event and in which year was Final Fantasy VII Remake first unveiled?
I used to always think it was E3 2016, and then when I went back, I think it's actually E3 2015.
What a pull. E3 2015. E3 2015. Oh, man.
The year of dreams.
I wish you said 16.
Nah.
In a recent tweet, PlayStation confirmed that Cloud in the original Final Fantasy VII was made up of roughly how many polygons?
Shout out to Cy White, because we got there first. Sony thought they'd do the same thing as us, because we're leading the pack. What is it, how many polygons in Cloud?
How many polygons in Cloud? In the original?
300?
900. Oh, bad guess.
Hate it.
I think it was about 6 million for the PS4 or maybe 5 remake. I can't remember if it was Rebirth or... Question 5. Final Fantasy VII shipped with 3 PlayStation 1 discs. Final Fantasy Rebirth shipped with 2 PS5 discs. But how many PS4 discs did Final Fantasy Remake ship with in 2020?
This feels like a really weird trick question.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Who can say? The heart wants to say 1. Sorry, the brain wants to say 1.
But what does the heart want
The
to say?
heart wants 2.
What does the live stream say?
If only we knew. Can you not hear her crying? I'm going to say 2.
You'd be correct.
Yes!
Yes.
Some sort of texture disc. They loved a bit of that back then.
There was an install disc, and then there was a playable disc. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 had a very similar thing.
Yeah, so did Splinter Cell.
Question 6. The Battle Royale game Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier launched in November 2021. But when were the servers for that game shut down?
I don't even think it lasted a year. It launched in November.
Yes.
It wasn't very long. I'm going to go with February 2023.
Oh my god.
Is that right?
You're 1 month off.
Oh!
It was January 2023. That was a good effort, though.
That's
that was
close.
A really good effort, man. If it comes down to one question, you will be kicking yourself.
I hope so.
Question 7. What was the name of the eco-terrorist organization that begins Final Fantasy VII?
It should be Avalanche.
It is Avalanche.
Good. That felt like it was too obvious.
Yeah,
I
right?
just felt like it could be something else.
Never second guess yourself. Trust the heart every time.
I want to.
Unless the heart, steers you the wrong way.
Yeah, by a month.
Question 8. In the original Final Fantasy VII again, who says the famous botched line, "This guy is sick"?
Aerith. Gainsborough, if you want the surname.
No, I don't need it.
I want to give you.
You don't get any bonus
well,
points
the heart
for
says.
that. Well,
heart tactics.
Question number 9. Which party member was added in Final Fantasy VII Integrated?
Oh, Yuffie.
Correct.
Kitsuragi?
You don't get any extra points.
I do.
I only need a first name.
The points are in here, mate. Topping them up.
And the final question for this round, what was the name of the main character in the original concept for Final Fantasy VII, which was supposed to be set in 1999 New York City, if you can believe it?
What?
I couldn't believe this, by the way. I had no idea this exists, but I want this game.
That is the faintest memory that I have of researching that for something like 10, 15 years ago or something. I don't know the name of the dude. I just know that there was an N64 version of it, but I don't know what the name of it.
Don't want to guess? A 1999
1999
New York citizen. I mean, that doesn't help you much, but you can at least try.
I'm going to go with Barry.
You know what?
I'm shooting with Barry.
It's wrong, but I would have played a Final Fantasy game with Barry.
Yeah.
He was actually referred to as Detective Joe, who is in the room with us right now. If they
He did have the hat on earlier on.
any crack at all,
Yeah.
they would have made a Final Fantasy game about Banana Joe, but they do not want to do that. There he is.
The Joe contingency.
Detective Joe.
Yeah.
Scott Telford.
The shared
that-
Joe universe.
Scott Telford, that is your round over, and you scored a very respectable 6 out of 10. I think that's pretty good. Are you feeling well?
I'm feeling pretty good. Some people would say it's the best Final Fantasy. It's not.
That's the next quiz. Here he is, Detective Joe himself. Joe, why did they cancel a game about you?
I know.
I'd have played
So
that.
disappointing.
That
I'd
should
have played
been
that.
The real Final
I'd
Fantasy
make that.
VII, right? How are you feeling about this quiz? Scott, like I said, Bookie's favourite. Cy, a renowned Final Fantasy master as well. Where do you feel like you're going to come into this? Are you a dark horse?
No. I've played Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
And I've played Remake.
Good.
And there isn't any other Final Fantasy VII media as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
Oh no, there is that film.
guess we'll see about that, won't we?
Yeah.
Right, question 1, let's go. What is Cloud's very first limit break in Final Fantasy VII? What is the name of it? Good start, good start.
I know you would have got that, Scott. I can tell you what Barrett's is. I
Well,
think.
you can give me that answer. You won't get any points for it, but I'll happily take it.
Okay, no. You know what? I can think of a bunch of later ones, but overhead slash.
Not quite. The answer is Raven.
Ah.
Question 2. As per Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, a game which according to you does not exist, who was the original owner of the Buster Sword?
It's gonna be that guy surely it's gonna be that guy the Crisis Core's about. The one who's not Cloud.
What's his name?
Zach Fair.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Unfortunately not. It is Angeal Hooley?
I didn't know he had a surname.
I never knew he had a surname. Wikipedia told me that was his surname, but I only know him as Angeal. Yes, he was the originator of it, though his dad actually made it for him. What a nice guy, maybe. Didn't get to the end of that game. Question 3. Final Fantasy VII features a reference to a secret level in the game Diablo, where a hidden area was populated entirely by one animal. What animal was it?
Cows.
Correct.
Hey!
The secret cow level it's referred to doesn't leave too much to the imagination. Question 4. What are the names of the shadowy, fate-keeping beings in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
The Dream Masters. Dream Warriors.
A cool name? Is that your final answer? The Dream Warriors?
Yes.
Unfortunately not. It is the Whispers. Question 5?
I've heard that.
Question 5. Who composed the music for Final Fantasy VII?
Nobuo Uematsu.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, the best composer in the world, maybe?
Yeah. Yes. Phenomenal.
Absolutely. Question 6. Which Oh. Joe, I'm so sorry I put this question in to pop me specifically.
Okay.
Question 6. Which popular late 90s / early 2000s actress voiced Aerith in Final Fantasy Advent Children?
Late 90s, early 2000s. Reese Witherspoon.
You know what? Right ballpark. Wrong answer. The answer was Mina Savari, who you might remember from American Beauty, but more importantly, American Pie. One of the best series maybe ever made, if you're Adam Wilborn, not anyone else. Question 7. Who is the first Avalanche member to die in the original Final Fantasy VII?
Ooh. Is it Jesse?
It's unfortunately not. It is Wedge. Question 8. How many years before Final Fantasy VII is Crisis Core set? And I just need when that game starts.
6.
Joe, this is a franchise obsessed with the number 7. It is 7 years before.
no.
You were so close. Number 9. Where do you first meet Sid in the original Final Fantasy VII? Not the original game, Final Fantasy VII.
In the original Final Fantasy VII,
Yeah.
you meet Sid
Just the name of the area.
at his house.
The name of the area.
The name of the area. Okay.
Where is his house?
Rocket Base.
Oh, Joe. It's Rocket Town. That is unlucky. That is unlucky, guys. Question number 10. The names Biggs and Wedge are references to characters that are in which iconic movie?
Star Wars.
Correct.
Hey!
Star Wars A New Hope, 1997. Not 1997.
1997?
1977.
That's
Time is a
sevens.
flat circle. Joe, a valiant effort considering you're a master of the original game and the original game only. You still managed to score 3 points. It might be enough to get you through to the next round.
I don't know.
We'll see how
We'll
Cy
see.
does. Cy White,
Hello.
you're going last in round 1. Is that a blessing or a curse?
I'm ready to bring shame on my family.
You have to either match 3 to get to a tiebreaker question, or if you get more, you're straight through to the final. You've got 10 questions. Let's go. Question number 1.
I don't like that as a start. I don't like that.
Can't give it away, got no poker face. What is the name of Dirge of Cerberus's main playable character?
Vincent Valentine.
There you go. 1 down already.
You know what? This ain't going to be so bad.
Question 2. How does Jessie greet Cloud if the player takes minimal damage while driving to her parents' house in Final Fantasy VII Remake? There are 3 outcomes to this, but this is the best possible outcome.
I don't even remember that. Any of that. Kiss on the cheek?
She kisses him on the cheek. She kisses him on the cheek. Off to a roll. A flawless victory, perhaps?
Yes. Let's do that.
Question 3. Which iconic minigame was not included in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's Golden Saucer area?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with, it's in the game, but it's not in the Gold Saucer. Mog House.
Not the bog house.
No?
Here's the thing, it's not the answer that I was looking for, but if that is a answer, I'm prepared to give it.
To be honest, yeah. Because
Yeah?
they made it part of the open world and not.
Yeah?
That would be what I would have thought of.
I'm going to give it yeah. That makes so much sense. Sai, question
Yes.
number 4. This to get through if you get it right. And it might be an easy one, who knows? Question 4. What colour is the summon materia in Final Fantasy VII?
Red.
Correct.
Right.
Come on, round of applause. Sorry, Joe. All right, Si, you're through to the next round, but we'll have to see if you beat Scott, because you might be able to rattle him. Who knows? Question number 5. Name the characters available to be taken on a date in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And by this, I want to clarify that I'm not including the extra unlockables that you can get after you complete the game, just in your first time through, just to limit it a bit for you.
Okay. All right. Name the characters. So, I took Red, so that's 1. Tifa, Aerith, Barrett. It's a Yuffie one.
Gonna lock those in?
Yes.
Spot on.
Yes!
Spot on.
Come for that perfect score. You've said it now.
You were on a roll, I know.
I'm in.
Oh, it's victory incoming. Si, question 6.
Okay.
Sephiroth can be fought as an infamously tough boss battle in which non-Final Fantasy branded series?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Don't speak its name.
Of course, the greatest gaming franchise of all time. Uncontested. Directed by a crazy man. This is Final Fantasy VII, I suppose.
I think it's the same guy, to be fair. So,
Question number 7. What is the level cap in the original Final Fantasy VII?
It's got to be 99.
It is 99, as it is in all of those original games. Question number 8. What was Red 13's name before he was known as Red 13?
Nanaki.
Nanaki!
Oh, yeah.
Bloody hell. I wish I made these harder now. I think I might get this as well. Question number 9. How many flights of stairs do you have to climb if you don't take the Shinra Building's elevator in Final Fantasy VII?
Okay, this one's definitely harder.
This is actually one I would have got.
Is it?
And I'm an idiot.
49.
That is guttering. It's actually 59. 10
Ah.
out. Good guess, good guess. Sorry, final question.
Yes.
How many Mako/Mako reactors are there in Midgar in Final Fantasy VII?
Oh my god, that's a great question.
Thank you.
Do you know what? You said earlier this is a game obsessed with sevens.
It is?
It's 7.
Not in this case.
Damn it.
There's actually 9. There's 8 reactors, and then there's 1 powering the Shinra headquarters underground. A little bit of a trick question, but you got through anyway. Saiwai, you were through to the grand final with Scott Tilford. Everyone, give her a round of applause. Okay, Sai is the person who got the most points in round 1. You now have to answer my final question before we move on. Which set of questions do you want for round 2? They're both equal difficulty, I think, but I'm going to give you the choice to pick, and then if you lose, it's unfortunately your fault. Set 1, set 2.
If I choose set 2, I go second. Is that what
Yes.
we're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's bring on Scotty T.
Oh, come on, Scott. Step right up. Scott Tilford, you're back in the hot seat.
I know, it's boiling in here.
You just saw Sai White get 9 points. How you feeling?
I can't believe it. Am I 3 behind?
Yeah, 3 behind. How would you have done with her questions?
Well, I would have pronounced Marco wrong. So there is that.
So would I.
So is the rest of the world.
But you wouldn't have got more or less, you think?
I'd probably less.
Really?
I don't know.
Interesting.
But the floor question, that was devilish.
Was it?
Yeah, 59 floors.
I thought that. You know what? I swapped that one over, and I thought it'd be a little bit easier. But I guess I was wrong.
Who's counting floors? That's
Me,
madness.
apparently. Right, you got 15 questions.
Yes.
Grand final. You can take as much time as you need.
I will.
Question 1. What does ATB stand for?
Active time battle.
Absolutely.
Get in.
Off to a flying start. This one might be a little bit harder. Including remakes, spin-offs, and mobile games, but
God.
ignoring basic ports and just re-releases, that's important. How many Final Fantasy games have the words Final Fantasy VII somewhere in the title? There are a lot.
Oh, God.
Or are there?
Well, the original. I'm doing I'm counting backwards.
I'll give you a bonus point if you can name them all as well.
I'm going to do that in my head, I guess. It's like the original Final Fantasy VII, and then Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus. Stuff that got cancelled?
No. Only released, and I'll give you a help. I'm not including Integrate as its own release.
No. I can't think whether Final Fantasy... It would be Final... Was it Final Fantasy VII First Soldier, or was it Final Fantasy First Soldier? I think it was VII First Soldier, I'll put that on there. Then you got Remake and Rebirth. They are obsessed with 7s, even though that's actually 6.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm missing something. I'm probably missing something.
Remember, I'm including mobile games.
Well, they had that one that I really wanted to play that never got released in the UK, where you were doing this now, but you're on the bike, and it was a bike game, and then that's what's in Rebirth, kind of.
International releases, so if that is a thing,
That makes it 7.
take as much time as you need.
I'm trying to think of other. Oh, yeah, then you got Ever Crisis. Doesn't matter. So that's 8. But I don't know whether you would class that bike one would count or not, because it didn't last.
It doesn't matter. As long as it was released, as long as it was available, as long as it had Final Fantasy VII in the title, and as long as it was its own individual game and not just a port, it counts.
I'm gonna go with 8.
Final answer?
Sure.
And you were going to name them all, see if you get the bonus point?
Well, that was me naming them, but I would add. I don't know what that bike one was called.
Right.
That would have been my 7th one, and then I remembered Ever Crisis exists, which is still going. It won't last much longer, but that's my number 8th one. And I'm probably just missing something obvious, but I can't think. Like original, and then the 10th anniversary stuff is like a set of 3. Crisis Core, Dirge of Cerberus. There was that like you counting before Crisis as a game. Maybe that's one. I guess that would make it 9. And then all the 20th anniversary stuff. I'm gonna go with 9.
Very close.
Ah!
The correct answer is actually 11, but you were right on every single one you got. Those games are Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus, which you didn't say actually. even
Did I
though-
not?
No, you didn't. I don't think so.
I think
Tech
it's
support.
about the 10th anniversary.
Right.
I thought when I said Crisis, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus Lost Episode, Final Fantasy VII, which was its own release. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which was the remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Snowboarding, and Final Fantasy VII G-Bike. That was the one
G-Bike.
you were looking for.
I really wanted G-Bike as an official release, but
Good effort, that,
Couldn't-
though.
thank
9
you.
in naming them all. is
I know
pretty-
you did some weird Lost episode
decent.
thing for Dirgy.
No, did I? I completely forgot since I wrote up this question.
Okay.
Question 3. Depending on which type of flower you pick with Aerith in Final Fantasy VII Remake, the leaf house can be decorated with 3 different shapes.
Didn't know that.
What different shapes can you decorate the house with?
I have no idea. I'm guessing. I don't even know what.
They are iconic Final Fantasy things. I'll put it that way.
In shape form. But then, like, if I say Moogle, that means like a circle, the little bob head. This is just a man losing his mind now. But I'm gonna go with Moogle, circular Moogle, rotund Moogle, not the weird new one with the teeth, the old one, the regular one. A chocobo, yellow, more triangular, and then the Mr. Tumnus, the one with the knife. What's it? Mr. Tonberry.
Mr. Tumnus. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Mr.
right,
Tonberry.
yeah.
He's murderous. No, Tonberry. He's like a green little frog man. So I'll go with him. But he's more obular as well.
You locking
so
those things in?
I'll lock them in. This is the hardest thing I've ever answered in my
You were
life.
so close, dude. You were
What?
so close. You got Moogle right. You
What?
got Chocobo right. And the final one was a Cactua.
Ah!
So close.
Hate my life.
That was a great effort, though.
Thank you. They do so much with cactuars in Rebirth as well. They're like a whole side plot.
Question number 4. Which Superman actor voices Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I could tell you how many that he uses a full bottle of lotion for his hair. That was revealed in Crisis Core. But I don't know. I don't know who his voice is.
It is Tyler Hoechlin,
Never
I
heard
think
of
is
him.
the pronunciation.
I wish him well, but I've never heard
Who
of him.
plays Superman in the CW Lois and Clark.
Never seen that.
Speaking of pronunciations, I always get wrong, Scott
Yeah.
Tilford. Question 5. Ketchi's name, hopefully I got that right.
It's catchy, man.
Ketchi, I've practiced that so much. Ketchi's, did I get that one right?
Catchy.
Ketchi's name derives from which
It's actually Kate
countries?
Sith. Can you just, yeah.
Can I disqualify? Can I get disqualified? I've already forgot it. Catchy.
Clamp Soth. Yeah, it's Kate Sith.
Cat Sloth's name derives from which country's folklore?
Scotland.
Correct.
Yeah!
Celtic folklore.
2 points.
Question number 6. According to Square Enix, what percentage of Final Fantasy VII Remake players opted for the luxury course in Madam M's massage parlor?
100%. I mean, you're not going to not do it. I'm too curious.
3,000 gil that costs, by the
yeah.
way. Yeah.
Well, because it's not even a trophy percentage, because people would have, if you had the option, you went for it. I'm going to go with 96%.
Very high.
Who's not taking the luxury course?
What if you can't afford it?
I don't
What
care.
if you don't want to?
Get yourself out there and kill some monsters and afford it.
Good effort, but it was actually 75%.
Well-
Still 3/4 of the player base.
Live larger.
Scott Tilford, question 7. What is the name of the disease that Cloud contracts in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children?
Oh, that's a term I've not heard in a long time. I cannot think of disease.
Yeah. It's the main plot point, a main plot point in the film.
Franchise-itis.
That's what the franchise may have now, but Cloud had geostigma in Advent Children alongside a bunch of other people.
All the G beginning stuff in Final Fantasy sucks.
Project G, man.
Genesis sucks.
Question number 8.
I've got 2.
How do you unlock Tifa's final heaven limit break in Final Fantasy VII?
Oh god, that level 4. I actually don't know. I remember as a kid going, I'm never going to do that.
No answer then?
Literally none. Oh, no, let me guess. You have to breed a blue chocobo.
You don't.
Damn it.
You have to go to Tifa's house and you play a specific tune on the piano.
In the original?
In the original.
Sweet Jesus.
Question number 9. While exploring the slums in Final Fantasy VII Remake, you can interact with a slide in the playground, but what Final Fantasy entity is the slide in the shape of?
Well, it's Ketchu, but like a big Moogle. Like a fat Moogle.
Correct.
Just
correct.
a chunky Moogle.
That's the best part of the game, by the way.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
get that slide.
I want one.
Question number 10.
Yeah.
What is the weapon level limit in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? A game you just finished playing.
How much does Scott die inside playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? 99. Weapon limit?
Yeah. When you level up the weapons, what's the max level you can get the weapons to?
Did I level up weapons? 50.
9.
I hate it.
Question number 11.
Yes.
What spell is used to destroy Midgar in Final Fantasy VII?
Well, I guess Meteor, but I'm gonna go with Meteor.
Correct.
Yay! I was like, is that a spell? Yeah, I guess it kind of is.
Question number 12.
Yes.
Name one of the 8 classes available in Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, and I'll give you a bonus point if you can guess 4. So
You're a rapscallion, Josh Brown.
it's a battle royale game with individual classes. You probably have a guess.
I am gonna go infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Mage.
Hmm.
Ranged.
Hmm.
Thief.
You're very close. I don't
Am
think
I?
I can give you it though. The correct classes are warrior, monk, machinist, dragoon, ninja,
Oh!
sorcerer, and ranger. You gave us ranged.
Ranged.
What do you think? I don't think so.
Oh, tech
Unfortunately
support's
not.
had my life. Oh, having Dragoon in there is such a shout.
I know, right?
I love a good Dragoon.
Question number 13. What's the name of the motorbike that Cloud Strife rides
Oh.
in Final Fantasy VII?
I think it's Fenrir. Oh, is it not? You did a little face there. I don't think it is Fenrir. I've shot with Fenrir.
You shot with Fenrir. It is a Harley Daytona.
Oh, you mean you mean the make?
The make. Question number 14. What does Final Fantasy Before Crisis reveal about the character Rufus? What is the little plot twist
Oh,
attached to that character?
there's a few. That he's behind Avalanche. He's behind many things.
Correct.
He's kind of just behind everything, really.
Yeah, behind everything.
Yeah.
He's up to no good.
I like the name Rufus.
shaking the fist at his father.
I like, I like his dress with belts. I'm a big fan.
Question number 15.
Yes.
A Phoenix Down revives downed party members, but how much life is restored when they return?
50%.
Final answer?
I hate my life here.
25%.
Good, glad with that.
Really close.
fan, yeah.
Kind of. You know,
Huge.
only half off. Scott Taylorford, you scored a respectable 5, which isn't bad for the final round. The final round is always really hard.
Look, I'm going to take this moment to recommend Final Fantasy V to all who can hear me right now. I love Final Fantasy V so much. Shout out to Bart. Shout out to that entire thing. The job system's phenomenal. I'll stand by 5.
And if those are your final words, they'll be good ones to go out on in a Final Fantasy VII quiz. Cy White, we've got you up next. 5 to beat. Cy White,
Hello.
you've chosen to go second.
Yep.
You just watched Scott Tilford score 5.
Yep.
How are we feeling about the severity of the questions and the number to beat?
Even though I got 9 in the last round, I'm terrified now.
How would you have done in the last round?
Probably I got about 5, to be honest.
Interesting. Okay. If we're ready to go.
Sure.
Question 1. What is the full title of the Shinra company?
Shinra Electric Power Company.
Correct.
This ain't so bad.
Have you noticed I gave you both easy ones to start the second
Oh
round with?
no, wait, no, don't say that.
Question number 2. How many numbered mainline Final Fantasy games released between Final Fantasy VII and Before Crisis, which was the next Final Fantasy VII game released?
What?
And I'll give you a bonus point if you can name them all. The mainline numbered titles, not the spin-offs or anything like that.
Released
just
between the original and
7 and
Before
4.
Crisis.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say, so Final Fantasy 8, 9 were on to PS2. So Final Fantasy 10, 11 was probably out. I'm going to go with 4. It's a random guess, no particular reason. So it feels kind of right. When did 12 come out? Nah, let's go with 4.
4?
Let's not overthink it, let's just do it.
The ones you just suggested were
8, 9, 10, and 11.
correct. And with the bonus point, yeah, there
Yes.
were 4 mainline
Nice.
games. Final Fantasy VII released in 1997 and Before Crisis dropped in 2004.
There you go.
Impressed by
Noises
that.
of interest.
That was good, that. Question number 3. Peter Parker voice actor Yuri Lowenthal voices which character in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Oh, God. I'm going to go. It's a bit of a 50-50. I'm thinking Biggs. I'm thinking Zack. I feel like Zack, maybe. He's probably played Zack somewhere. Is it there? Did he play Zack?
Are you going to lock that in?
Yeah.
Sai, you went for a 50-50 answer, and you'd have been wrong 100% of the time.
Okay.
The
Man
answer
number 3. Is
was-
that what...
More or less, the answer was actually Johnny,
Oh,
the
damn
red-haired
it.
maestro. Question 4. Which summon do you fight first in Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core?
You see.
A game I've actually played.
See, that's the difference. I haven't. I'm with Joe. There is no Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Ramu.
Final answer?
No. Titan.
It was Ifrit.
Yeah, okay. Of course it was.
Question number 5.
Yep.
It's another Jessie one, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Question number 5. What does Jessie tell her parents she's doing while she's really working for Avalanche in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Delivering pizza.
Pizza
In
time.
New York City.
With Detective Joe.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Sure.
She actually says that she's an actress, the Golden Saucer.
Oh. Oh, so that... Okay, yeah, something from Rebirth just makes sense now.
There you go. Little connection. Question number 6. What is the first mini-game available in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Oh, Jesus, I have no idea. What mini games are in Remake? All I can think of is the bike at the end. Which I don't even think is a mini game anymore. Is it? I don't know. I've no idea. I have literally no idea. I've got nothing.
The correct answer is darts. You can play it in 7th Heaven.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah, I suppose you probably can. Yeah.
You don't strike me as a darts girl, Si. Question number 7. Vincent uses 3 main weapon types in Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus, but what are the names? And I want their official names, so not a rifle or a handgun.
Oh,
kind of
what?
like you would describe Ebony and Ivory in DMC. Like, what does he call them?
Yeah. The annoying thing is when you tell me some of them, I'm probably going to be like, oh yeah.
I think so.
I hate that I've got no funny answer to give you. I've got nothing. My
Nothing?
mind is blank. It's something, ghost something, I don't know.
Ghost something?
Ghost of Cerberus.
That would be cool. And you know what? Cerberus is actually one of them.
Yeah.
Cerberus, Griffin, and Hydra.
Sure.
Side question 8. How many classes of soldier are there in Final Fantasy VII? I'm going to take what the wiki told me this was, and I just need the number.
3.
What a guess!
Yeah.
Yep. There's soldier first class, second class, and third class. Cy White, 4 points. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Quick maths. Question number 9.
Still a chance.
Let's see. How was Sephiroth resurrected in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children?
God, how specific an answer do you want?
I could be relatively vague if
Okay,
you just describe
'cause
the
it's-
process and maybe the characters involved.
Okay, I can do that because I was going to say specifics outside of the original. It's kind of like fairy magic stuff, but there's the 3 Sephiroth clone guys. I can't remember, they've got a term, but I can't remember what they are. And they grab Janova's head. I think Kadaj goes in and goes, pushes it in himself, and then suddenly he's Sephiroth.
You know what?
Janova's head and Sephiroth's little minions.
It's weirdly enough, it's not the exact phrase I had written down, but that's
It
pretty
should
much
be.
spot on. Yeah, yeah.
Kadaj goes, bleh.
It was Kadaj as well. Takes it in, takes the Sephiroth cells. They're actually called remnants of
That's
Sephiroth.
it. Remnants.
5. Tied with Scott Tailford. A couple
Right.
questions to go. Question number 10. How much did Square Enix charge to play as Tifa in Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier? Now, if you didn't know, they actually charge the currency of Shinra coins in this game, but I don't need
The
the
irony
exact...
of that.
I know, right? I don't need the exact coinage, I just need what it equates to in real-world money and in dollars, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, so it's probably something offensive if it's a question. It's got to be outrageous for a playable character in a crappy little battle royale that lasted a year and a half. So let's go $10.
Double that, and you got the correct
Whoa!
answer. It was $19.99. I think Cloud cost even more than $20. It was like 3,600 points for him, which was outrageous. And all you get is a skin in a weapon skin.
Disgusting, isn't it?
You can see where that shut down, can't you?
Yeah.
Question 11. Which summon is most closely associated with Wu Tai?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Interesting. Is it Gilgamesh?
Oh, Scott survives another day.
Ah,
The
Rebirth
correct-
has spoiled me.
The correct answer, again, according to
Odin,
the
isn't it?
research I did, is Leviathan.
Okay, that was actually my first thought. But
Was
that's
it?
fine. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But
right.
that's probably because I like Leviathan, so I was just like, oh, when's that one?
Best name ever.
Pretty cool.
Question 12. In one, you may get, so no pressure. How can you bypass the time limit when fighting Emerald Weapon in Final Fantasy VII? There is a 20-minute time limit.
Yes.
You can use something to bypass it.
There's a materia, and it's called underwater materia. Is it as simple as that? Let's say that it is.
Underwater materia?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
White, that is correct! And you are the winner of this quiz, but we'll go to the end just to see if you can, again,
Yeah.
rattle Scott Tilford. Let's have a look.
bit.
Question 13. What was the name of the 25-minute anime short film included as a bonus on the Advent Children limited edition DVD, at least over in America and international markets? What was it called?
Has it got anything to do with Final Fantasy VII, or is it just
Yeah.
included? Oh, okay.
Yeah, something to do with Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, this is something to do with bloody what's his face, the kid, Denzel. Denzel's Big Day Owl.
They should do that short, but yeah.
Sorry, I put myself there. I have no idea.
No idea. Denzel's Big Day Out. Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Last Order Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay, right.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
Hard
never
to
have
get
I.
hold of, apparently, but it's supposed to be really good. Question 14. What is the name of Final Fantasy VII Remake's Platinum Trophy?
Oh, God. First Class Soldier.
Master of Fate.
That's boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Bit
isn't it?
generic.
Yeah. Okay, Si, just for fun, the final question, and a piece of What Culture List lore. Question 15. What is the earliest point you can acquire Yuffie as a party member in Final Fantasy VII?
Junin area. And
Yes.
I know that because I think I had a conversation with someone, and it could have even been Scott, with Rebirth, when she comes into the story at that point. And he was like, that was early. I was like, nope, that's the earliest point you can get. I
There
know
we
it.
go.
Do it every time, so, you know.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Just after the Mithril Mine.
That's correct. See, look at me, now I'm the host. It's mine.
Si, do you want to do this next time when we do the next Final Fantasy one?
right. Yeah, you're good.
Right, congratulations, Si White. Everyone give her a round of applause. Beat Scott Tilford 7-5. I want to know how you guys did down in the comments. And I've even got a tiebreaker for you that you can sound off on if you want. Because the tiebreaker was, according to speedrun.com, what is the world record for speedrunning for Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1? Sound off on that if you want, and I'll give you nothing. But for now, please subscribe to What Culture Gaming because we're going to have way more quizzes like this on the regular, including a little Fallout one that should be up on the channel already, or if it's not, it'll be coming soon. Scott, I don't know when the scheduling
I have
is.
no idea, mate. I don't know.
Congratulations,
Video
though.
games.
Runner up.
Yeah.
See you next time. Bye-bye.